Hello everybody, welcome to Japan. It's the B.LEAGUE and it's the battle between GUNMA Crane Thunders and Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Here in the open house arena Ota, these people perhaps still getting over the shock of yesterday's game between these two same teams. This GUNMA Crane Thunder team has been one of the best in Japan this season, but going up against Yokohama, they suffered a narrow defeat, but nevertheless, a lot of excitement in the crowd, the anticipation, the expectation of getting level this weekend. You look back yesterday, and they're starting things off. Kiefer Ravena, outstanding. And you also had the likes of Gary Clark, who was terrific as well. Johannes Thiemann, the German international, the World Cup winner, hitting that three-pointer. But right there late, that was a huge shot. GUNMA Crane looked like they might pull it out late, getting that bucket from Fuji. And with 10.6 seconds left, they had a chance to win it with a three or to tie it, to send it to overtime. And just right there at the end, that's how thin the margins can be sometimes in basketball. Fuji's potential game-tying shot rattled out. And it was Kiefer Ravena and co. that were all smiles for a Yokohama team that was desperate for a win. You can see they got the win. They're still in a little bit of bother, down second from bottom in the Central Conference, but I think playing better. GUNMA Crane Thunder there in the East at 22-9 in second place. So I'm not sure how many people anticipated that one, but if you've watched Lassi Tuovi's team play this season, you know that they're capable of coming out and getting in some good results. They're getting better, learning to adapt to his style. Damian Ingles, Nana, Gary Clark, Sugiura, Oba, Ravena, the Filipino international, coming off the bench. Here's Gary Clark. He was terrific. 24 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 block shots. He was the man yesterday. And he had to be, especially offensively, because it was not a typical Damian Ingles game. Gary Clark coming out and carrying the team. Truly was borderline spectacular at times. And they've got Mike Kotsar along with Clark, Kiefer Ravena, Kentamori, and Sudo coming off the bench. Starting 7.5 points per game, Koya Sudo. And then you got the rest of the guys for Lassi Tuovi, who is also the Finland international, the national team coach. And he's assisted by Jukka Toila, who has coached Estonia, where he coached Mike Kotsar in that national team. So you got a Finnish 1-2 punch in that Yokohama Brain Trust. Those were the numbers yesterday. Look at the three-point shooting. And that is almost emblematic of Finnish basketball. They get up a lot of threes, but ironically, yesterday, they only got up 22, yet made 12. So they were much more efficient. And ultimately, that was enough. The free throw line kept GUNMA Crane Thunder into it. They didn't shoot it badly, but just a couple more free throws need to go in for them. But overall, just a very competitive game. And I know that Lassi Tuovi was extremely happy, and that Coach Milling for GUNMA Crane Thunder probably scratching his head, wondering how that one got away. And now we are we're going to look at Jones, what he can do for this team. 7 points, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 rebounds. Trey Jones below his season average yesterday. So he comes in today averaging 14.7 points per game. But he did have more assists than he normally does. So it's not always about the stats and the scoring and the shooting numbers. You can help out in other ways, but definitely I would anticipate some differences today, and I would also anticipate the likes of, as we look at GUNMA Crane Thunder, down in Inglis having a bigger game than they did yesterday. So Fuji, Flippin, Parker, Jones, Hachimura, you've heard that name before, Suji, Nomoto, Sugawara, Asano, Tarzuski, the big center, Hosokawa, and Johannes Tiemann. Flippin. Yesterday, Jones, we already said, had 7. Suji came out, had 7 points. Zeus, Tarzuski, 9 points in that opening game. Hosokawa, of course, the big game by Johannes Tiemann, 22 points. So anybody that has had the privilege to come to a Japan game here, a B-League game, it's not just about the game, it's about the pregame, it's about halftime, it's about everything around the B-League. One of the reasons why this has become such a wonderful activity to do at the weekend and occasionally during the week. The fans, they like the theater, they like the vibe, they like the excitement.
Number 0.
And it really is quite a show.
Yuma Fuji.
There's Fuji. Now hopefully shake off yesterday's late miss, the 33-year-old. Look at that, 43 years of age. Michael Parker. Talk about taking care of yourself and being able to play at this level at his age. Also, Jones is 34, so he's no spring chicken either. Although you could probably argue he's still in his prime. Look at Steph Curry, he's still getting it doing. He's even older. Here's Tarzuski. He's at 31. Nickname Zeus. Played his college basketball at Arizona. Hails from New Hampshire. And Hosokawa, the young man in this group. So Hosokawa is 27 years of age. Keith Milling. The head coach. They got up a lot more threes yesterday. They attempted 29 and made 11, as we saw in those pregame stats, compared to 12 of 22, 54.5%. Urashima, Kaba, and Oi, head coach, or excuse me, the referees. So again, the starting fives for both teams: Fuji, Parker, Jones, Tarzuski, and Hosokawa for GUNMA Crane Thunder, and Clark, Ravena, Mori, Kotsar, and Sudo for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Boy, Gary Clark was terrific. You see Parker. Clark 4 of 8 from three-point range yesterday. Anyway, Yesterday was yesterday, today is today, and we are underway in game 2 of this weekend between these two great clubs. The GUNMA Crane Thunder turning the basketball over right at the start. Trey Jones and Gary Clark tries to strike and misses. Still hearing some pregame music out there. I'm not sure they know how to turn it off. And a three-point shot is good. So how about that for Fuji? Got to put yesterday behind him, and he does immediately with a 3. And there is a foul. And you look at Fuji, he was 1 of 7 from three-point range on yesterday. Here's Kiefer Ravena. Great spot down low. And Fuji with the foul on the Estonian Kotsar. Kotsar spent a lot of time injured this season, and his absence was noticeable. But on the one hand, you can also say that those are opportunities for other guys in the team to get better. Of course, the coach would rather have him, but other guys get a chance to get minutes. Lassie Twovi and Yuka Toila get a chance to see who else they have on their roster and how they can benefit, and they will get better with that playing time. There is a jump shot from Jones. Three-pointer, 5-2. Three-pointer early on from Fuji in that bucket. Here's Clark, and he knocks down a 3. Don't mess with that guy, man. He is hot as a firecracker right now. Osakawa turns it over. Here they are in the open floor, 2-on-1 break. Good job running the floor, but then missing the layup. That doesn't seem possible that Kiefer Ravena would miss that shot. And now the 3 doesn't drop. Here's Jones, and makes another one. Sometimes the easy ones are the hard ones, or at least it looks that way on the fast breaks. And another miss inside, but a failure to get the offensive or defensive rebound. And Sudo takes advantage, so he follows up his miss, and they tie it up. This league can be very physical. As Parker going to work down low, gets fouled. Picks up his first foul. Fuji puts it up from deep and misses everything. So it's Kenta Mori that missed that layup at the other end, not Ravena. Here's Mori driving in. Bounce pass. And Kotsar just lays it up and in. And Ravena knocks it away. Now he's up ahead, leading the break. And great hustle down the floor to stop the bucket from Trey Jones. Ravena looking at the refs to say, hey, there was a little bit of contact there. Clark for 3. Seen a couple of times, although they haven't really capitalized because they haven't scored, how disruptive those guards can be out on the perimeter. Here they are rebounding and running and getting it to Clark, getting the layup. And one guy that's not missing much right now is Clark. He's got 5 points. Here's the dump, and Parker puts it up and in. Referee calls timeout as they help up Tarzuski. Flippin comes into the game. So that foul's on Pseudo. So a foul is going to allow another possession here. Could be a big trip down the floor. They get the bucket. Osakawa, and it was indeed a 5-point trip down the floor. Now it's 12-11. Pseudo passes it back to Inglis. His attempt rattles out. I always think it's a good idea if you can to get that first bucket, try to get a layup. Here's another one. Osakawa. 2 in a row, back to back. And it's a 15-11 lead. 8 unanswered points. Nice no-look pass, and Ravenna gets it out to Clark. Make sure his feet are behind the arc. He is feeling it right now. Number 8 is great. And he's got 8 points as well. It's a 1-point game. Osakawa back to Parker, knocked out of his hands. Inglis on the break, 2-on-1. And nobody's going to stop Damian Inglis. Former Valencia man dumps it home. Almost where he was yesterday. Hard to believe he finished with 7 points. And they were able to win. Jones, too long. Pass up the floor, they beat it. The pressure. Clark steps back. Puts up another one, and this time just off the back of the iron, and Tarzuski lays it up and in. Good play by Cove Flippin. Clark, a little bit of bully ball. No, that was Inglis. More like it. Damian Inglis with a little bit of bully ball. 6.5 minutes into the game. 1-point lead for Yokohama. And Pseudo commits the foul. That's Timon checking into the contest. Hachimura also coming into the game now for Gunma. Crane Thunder. Matsuzaki checks into the game for Yokohama, as does Kai King, who's been really a spark at times this season. King had 10 points yesterday. Flippin, drives in, leans in. Kentamori says, hey, he kind of leaned into him. He lowered his shoulder. Referee lets him play. Inglis, and the ball goes off of Kai King and out of bounds. Matsuzaki not able to retrieve it. This was, King is guilty of the turnover. I wouldn't say that was the easiest pass to catch. Kotsar guarding Tima. Now he switches. Trey Jones. Well, he had enough time, enough space. The switch wasn't good enough. Fuji with the three-point arrow celebration. Damian Ingles passes up to three. He's going to drive in, and he is fouled by Hachimura. So he comes in, the veteran, number 35. Alan Hachimura playing about 10.5 minutes per game. And the coach Milling. Al Milling, the veteran coach. And the bucket is good from Inglis. Eight minutes into the game, 22-20, Gunma on top. And Kotsar rebounds the miss. Kyle Milling would like to see his team get some separation. But this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team showing some feistiness. And Damian Ingles has it stolen away by Jones. And he's fouled in the backcourt. Good activity from Trey Jones. Sato in the game, number 88. Good. Saito with the rebound. Excuse me, Kotsar with the rebound. And Sato underneath the basket. Inglis powers his way up and has already surpassed yesterday's output. 11 points. How about that? And that more than anything else just illustrates how big or how different one game can be from the next. Inglis really struggled yesterday, but he's just taken it in his stride. He's come out and had a great start today. Tima looks, backs his way down. Oh, that was quality right there. It's what he's done so long for Alva Berlin. Inglis drives and draws another foul. Inglis is just looking almost uncontrollable for the defense. Hachimura, that's a very tough assignment for him. Inglis, the Frenchman, is just too big, too strong. And you look at players like Inglis, and you realize how this guy, in his prime, coming to the B-League, just shows you how attractive this competition is right now for players. All players around the world, and it's really good for the Japan player. Here's Sato, and he was blocked. Sato. And that shot no good. Sato, and 11 seconds on the game clock. So with the first foul. And first free throw is good for Fuji. Well, it makes 1 or 2. They got to go quickly. Inglis has it. And they're going to get a shot from the wing. (25-22) at the end of 1. Gunma Crane Thunder on top of Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. So Mike Kotsar gives it to Inglis right at the stripe, and that was a little long. And ball turned over, goes back over to Yokohama. Inglis drives in and he's fouled. Oh, and then he crashes into the referee. Hopefully he's okay. Inglis clearly feeling it right now. Looking for his shot. And makes the first. T-Mon looks gonna keep it. 7 on the shot clock. Gets it to Fuji. And a hold called. Matsuzaki. Well, it's definitely, but it's also kind of why do you hold a player that's not really going to hurt you? Hachimura. And there's Hachimura catching the inbounds pass. Not a good defensive set that time to give away the layup on the inbounds pass. Coaches will tell you that should never happen. And now the turnover complicates things. Three-point shot. And Inglis struggling to get the basketball. Johannes T-Mon able to race to the corner and get it. So a little fortuitous, but good hustle for GUNMA Crane Thunder, not giving up on the basketball. Inglis was there. And it looked like when he tapped the ball away, it hit off the backboard and then he couldn't get it. Whistle blows. Yatamori checks into the game. 27-24, Yokohama in a little bit of a patchy spot here. Not playing particularly well, so Lasu Tuovi making some changes. Rivena back in the game. Bounce pass to Zeus. Nice dish. Suji with the assist, and it's a 5-point advantage. Oh, nice no-look pass. I think he faked out his teammate. I don't know why. It's the second time Kai King hasn't caught a pass. Now T-Mon going up against Clark. Spins, turns, and Clark won that battle. Rivena at the elbow, gets it to Kotsar, spins, turns, goes up, and is denied by Zeus. Tarzuski. Look at Tarzuski posting up. Clark saying, hey, he's pushing me off the court. Look at this. Oh, no, that's not right. I don't think you're allowed to hook your team. Definitely not with the ball. I think that was a call that could have possibly gone the other way. Here is the drive, and Zeus denied as he gets in. The ball goes out of bounds off big number 25. Well, we got a timeout. Lasu Tuovi not liking how this game is evolving. And Zeus just needs to let it go. So back to live action after the timeout. Let's see what type of adjustment, if any, there is. Kotsar takes it deep and tries to pass it back outside and throws it away. That's never a good sign to call a timeout and to follow that up with a turnover. Well, Yokohama have turned the ball over in this game. I think that's turnover number 6. Sugiura comes into the game. Right now, one of those times in the game that Gunma Crane Thunder can really get out and get some separation. Fuji knocks down the 3. The lead goes to 8. So Yokohama's struggling to find its execution. And that's not too bad right there. Good job, Ravena. That's his game right there. Fuji faulting up, steps up, and puts up the jumper. Three is good. That leads to a timeout. So good stroke. Sugiura coming right off the bench and stroking the three-pointer. And it's a three-point game again. Now that to me is not a great shot. You can work for a better shot. Still time on the shot clock. Meanwhile, that is a good shot because he catches it. His feet are set, so it's catch and shoot. And timeout. Trey Jones, 34 years of age, 7 points. Osakawa has hit the 3. You got the 43-year-old Parker, he's got 2 points. Timon. And Timon could have put that up, but of course he's not going to. Too much time in the shot clock. Run a play. Maybe get something going to the basket. Here he is. He turns into the defense, though. Oh, my goodness. Looked like they had that. And the foul called, so they're going to keep it at this end. So it was Kintamori who is... I'll tell you what. That is hard to understand how that is a foul called against Yokohama. I have no idea. The ref, I think, is saying that Mori pushed him over. I think it was more like Johannes Timon was falling backwards. So this is a gift. Unless you believe in ball don't lie, because he makes the first. World Cup winner with his German national team. Fans in Japan got to watch him play at that World Cup because they hosted games And Germany were in that group with Japan and Australia and Finland, where they also got to see Lassi Tuovi coach Finland. And Japan had that incredible come-from-behind win. Kiefer Ravena gets it to the corner, down low. Gary Clark back outside. Mori. Timon in the lane. They battle for the rebound. And Clark comes down with it. Kotsar hands it off. Ravena, baseline to the corner. Sugiura for three. That's off. But there's the rebound. Kenta Mori whips it back. Kiefer Ravena left wide open. Oh! Little rattle. Trey Jones. Look at Kiefer Ravena hustle, dive, and save it. And look at Clark go in. Oh, that's an unsportsmanlike. Boy, what was Trey Jones thinking? Sometimes you just got to give it up. Look at Ravena. This is absolutely sensational stuff from the Filipino. The Gilas man saving inbounds, calls the steal. And look at the behind-the-back dribble. And what is Trey Jones thinking about? I'm sorry. Just give him the basket. I think he just kind of lost his mind there. I don't understand why they're even reviewing it. Unless they think he should be ejected. I don't think so. It's just, yeah. I think that was just, you can chalk that one up to a moment of madness for Trey Jones. So Yokohama will get the 2 free throws, and then they will maintain possession. So they could end up tying it if they make the free throws. They make 1 and then hit a 3, or they could even take the lead with the 2 free throws and a 3. Again, this is just the bear hug coming from behind. You're not playing the ball. And it's, you know, it doesn't look that dangerous, but it can be when the player is off his feet and you foul him. He could land awkwardly. I mean, that, you know, Trey Jones wrapping him up, I think probably ensured that he wasn't going to fall awkwardly, but it also made it obvious that he wasn't really playing the ball. Fascinating weekend of basketball in the B-League, and to me, it's what's interesting in this series is that you've got Yokohama, which are second bottom. They're second bottom in going up against a team that is in second place and one of the best teams, and GUNMA second place, 22-9 in the East. Yokohama 12-19, second bottom in the Central. Gary Clark misses the first, so that's not going to be as bad as it could have been for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Does make the second, but you know, it just illustrates the parity. It illustrates how you have to come to play every week, and it also illustrates how perhaps one team is just kind of growing and developing. Yokohama getting better as the season goes along. Jones. This fan needs to learn the art of the fist bump. She's like, what are you doing sticking your hand in front of me? A little bit of a culture exchange. How about that drive? And they do indeed. They get away with just giving up 1 point, so I guess you could probably argue in the end it wasn't a bad foul. But Tagawa puts it up, and that could be a real turning point in the game where Yokohama a chance to get 5 points or 4, just come away with 1, and then they give up the layup. And good defense, Cove flipping. Mori's checking out. Sudo back in the game. Sugiura in the game. So you got some good shooters out there. Damian Inglis, who's got 13, is back in the game. This is a tough matchup for Trey Jones. Well, he wins it. Damian Inglis goes down. Maybe taking 1-on-2 wasn't a great idea there. The shot wasn't there. Zeus. And Sudo barrels over Trey Jones. Well, I think Trey Jones also maybe looking to go down. That's 3 fouls on Sudo. And I'm guessing that he's going to come out of the game. So Kai King instead will come in for Sudo. Toivonen trying to figure out a way to get his team the execution, the mistakes. Trey Jones makes the first. Yokohama's made some mistakes today. Turned it over a few times. 6 turnovers. Haven't really, some of the decision making, like that last shot by Inglis, maybe not the best shot. So 7-point advantage. Their biggest lead has been 8. Here's Kai King, and you can count that. So flipping, drives in, passes it back outside. Look at him, zip it around. They get the layup from Trey Jones. One thing about that unsportsmanlike foul by Trey Jones, if he gets a technical or another unsportsmanlike, he will be ejected. So you have to remember that. 3-pointer from Kiefer Ravena. Nope. English there for Clark for the rebound. He's trapped. Parker guarding him. Kai King. Ooh. Nice rebound again. Sugiura this time. And another miss by Clark from the right corner. They had 3 bites at the cherry and came up with nothing. GUNMA can equal their biggest lead of the game here with a bucket, or they could even have their biggest lead if they hit a 3. And this to me is a terrible foul. You're just putting Trey Jones on the line. They're in the bonus. That makes no sense, Sugiura. He just made 2 free throws. It's not really where you want him to be. 1:50 remaining in the first half. Kiefer Ravena back to Kai King. Count it! Right decision by Ravena not to force it up, and Kai King's hit a couple of threes. Setting a screen a long way away from the basket. Trey Jones drives, high arcing three, doesn't drop, but the offensive rebound. So Coach Flippin brought a little bit of rain with that shot. That was so high. Here's Jones, knocks it down. 16 points. He has been terrific. Other than the unsportsmanlike foul. So Coach Flippin really got some mark on that. It was short. Zeus got the rebound, then he says, we need a bucket. I'm just going to get the basketball to Trey Jones. And a meter behind the arc, Trey Jones drills it. Played at Miami back in the day. Talking about university basketball. In Japan, Trey Jones has played for also Chiba Jets. He went to Telecom Basketball for a season, played in the Basketball Champions League. Excuse me, 2019, 2020. But he's been with GUNMA Crane since 2020. .36 and an offensive foul. So Kiefer Ravena whistled for the foul. Well, that's his second. Kind of pushed the opponent, but this game is so physical, kind of hard to believe they would call that one. Jones to the corner, Flippin back outside to Jones, back to Flippin from the elbow, and his shot is an air ball. Gary Clark fouled by Flippin. 27.6 seconds remaining. Is going to get Inglis to the free throw line. So Jones picks up his second foul. Both teams over the limit, but this means, in all likelihood, it's going to be GUNMA Crane Thunder that gets the last possession. So timeout here late in the first half. Well, it's a long game, and Yokohama got the win, the late win on Saturday. GUNMA have come out, want to make sure they get a split. I wouldn't say they've been convincing, but, you know, this could get ugly in a hurry. They have, for Yokohama, but they do have, you know, they got to figure out what they're going to do with Trey Jones, because he has been tormenting them. There's Fuji. So Inglis goes to the free throw line, and this is the first. They shot it well today at the line, but they had been 5 of 6. Inglis had made his first 2, but he's now 2 of 3. And bears down and makes the second. So now they got to play D, and Trey Jones gets it. They might want to get the basketball out of his hands. They do. Zeus gets it to Fuji at the stripe, and he scores. So the last bucket of the half by Fuji, and that gives GUNMA Crane Thunder their biggest lead of the game, 46-39.
Thunder Girls and Sandaku.
It's showtime!
This is the way.
DJ Iso.
素晴らしいご活躍。よくぞ会場に生かしてくださいました。自分の土地は自分で守ります。本当に驚き価格の高立地でしたので無事で何よりです。一言ですとこれなんですが、なぜ巨大に。そこはゆくゆくおいやまた会場なら何やら来るときますね。何がベルリッチ高立オープンハウス。
コーヒーです。コーヒーは未払い料金店から誕生したブランドです。
So we're at halftime, and this is how this thing took place. 46-37, Gunma Crane Thunders with the lead. Going up against Yokohama. Gary Clark started well enough. He had the big game yesterday. Kotsar taking the pass from Kenta Mori and scoring. Clark getting a layup. Osakawa knocking down a couple of threes. So that was good for him, back-to-back, in fact. Clark getting that three-pointer. Tarzuski taking the pass from Coach Flippin. Inglis, who wasn't at his best yesterday from a scoring standpoint, came out and really lit it up coming into the game. Fuji hitting a three. Ravena playing well. Sugiura coming out, the catch and shoot three. And at that point, things were looking pretty good for Yokohama. Kai King coming into the game, knocking down a three. And Trey Jones started to make this his world and allow us to live in it. He started getting it done. Kai King, though, another three. He's gotten better this year. And just over a minute to go in the first half. Trey Jones coming out and stroking it. And then Fuji with that bucket right at the end of the first half, making it a 9-point lead, the biggest of the game. So one more three for Gunma, and their percentage is better today, much better than it was yesterday compared to Yokohama. Three more makes inside the arc as well for Gunma Crane Thunders, and both teams 6 of 8 from the line. Yokohama actually out rebounding their opponents today. And again, the three-point shooting numbers. Here's some of the threes that fell. So Inglis actually has 11, not 13. Clark has 9 to lead the way for Yokohama. And for Gunma Crane Thunders, Trey Jones, 16 points. It's a team high and a game high. And there's a little bit of foul trouble. Sudo and Sato each with 3. Although Sato just joining the team. He's a young man. No foul trouble for Gunma Crane Thunders. Jones and Hachimura each with 2 fouls. So again, we are underway second half. Gunma Crane Thunders taking on Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. It's Gunma Crane Thunders who are second in the East and coming out and starting things just like he did at the start of the game, a three-pointer for Fuji. And Yokohama second from bottom in the Central District. But remember, it was Yokohama that won yesterday's game by just 2 points. Sudo after stripe. Way long. Jones hands it off to Zeus. Front of the rim, bounces up off the backboard and in. 6 points for the big fella. Kotsar bounce pass, and Ravenna denied by Zeus. Here's a dump down low. Zeus not able to catch it. Now the bounce pass. Pseudo gets blocked by Trey Jones. Even on defense, Jones is hustling back and helping his team. That was a great pass by Kotsar. And just a great reaction by Jones. Jones definitely has found a home in Gunma Crane Thunders. Here's Kotsar. Three-pointer for Pseudo. No, excuse me. For Ravenna. I believe that was Ravenna that took that shot. Trey Jones from deep. Wow. They are turning on the style. He's got 19 points. And this has been a second half that has been owned already by this Gunma Crane Thunders team. The three-pointers are falling. Zeus is knocking them down at the line, and Trey Jones is also hitting his jump shots. Look at this, Zeus. Tarzuski. And alarm bells ringing over on that bench for Yokohama. So 17-point lead. Well, they've got to push the reset button, and they need to get on a run just to get it back to where it was at halftime, because they have been outscored 8-0 to start this second half. So a 9-point lead at the break has ballooned to 17 points. Keeper Ravenna gets it to Clark. Gets it back. They're looking for the three. They get the three. They make the three. Well, Pseudo is a big part of this offense, and they'll be hoping that they see some more of that. Here's Zeus going in. Was he dunk? Did he dunk that, or did he make it while he looked like maybe he was fouled on the play? Pseudo, they guard him. They're not going to give him an open look after he just made one. Gary Clark, he's going to drive in. He's going to get blocked. Oh, my. And Tarzuski thought he had it clean. Let's have another look. Oh my, that is a great block. Gary Clark very fortunate to be going to the free throw line. Okay, the only thing I would say about that is he didn't go straight up. And if that's why he called it, and it could be, Gary Clark was driving. If he had gone straight up, he might have gotten that call. But instead, they call the foul. So it's back to a 15-point deficit. I think that's about as good a block as you can have if you're Tarzuski. So that's why you're frustrated. Both hands were straight up. It's just that his momentum carried him forward a little bit. And that's the only thing I can think as to why they called that foul, because it looked like he had all ball, other than the body. But again, just one play. Calling it the same way on both ends of the court, I assume. And look at that. Timon, just quality. Thunder's playing much better today. Sudo gets a shooter's bounce. Wow. Off the rim, off the top of the backboard, and then through the hoop. 8 points, 2 threes. I'm not sure he could do that again if he tried. The basketball gods smiling on Sudo. Now, if they've called this on Sudo, I think that's 4. Flippin's coming in. No, they called it on Inglis. Well, as desperate as it looks, for Yokohama, they were down 17. They've cut it to 13. They need to get a stop and go down and make a bucket, and then they're right back close to where they were at halftime. But they've got to get stops, and they haven't got many stops in this half. What a drive. Co-flipping, a little bit of co-flying, hang timing. Inglis thinks about going right at Timon. He does. Then he gets blocked by Parker. Great defense, GUNMA Crane Thunders. Parker sagging to help. And I guess Damian Inglis just did not expect him to come over and help. Jones just inside the elbow, misses. Sudo fouled. Oh no, Ravena fouled out on the perimeter. Sudo inbounds. Oh, they almost had it. Matsuzaki. Good defense by Trey Jones, getting a kick. Now here's Matsuzaki from the left corner. Flipping. Jones spins, puts it up. Oh my. He is playing like an all-star today. That is incredible. A catch, a spin, a three-pointer. 18-point lead, biggest of the game. Quick pass. Open from deep. And Coach Flippin brings it down. Bounce pass to Timon. Osakawa missing. Clark misses as well. McCrane Thunders threatening to deliver a third quarter knockout. They are up by 20 points, forcing Yokohama B-CORSAIRS to call timeout. Trey Jones looking up the floor, getting it to Parker. .22 points for Trey Jones. Fuji has 12. Tarzuski and Hosokawa each with 8. Timon has 5. 11 apiece for Clark and Inglis. Sudo has 8. Six of those coming here in the third quarter. Kai King has 6. Mike Kosar has 4. So coming out of the timeout, Yokohama searching for some better play here. Kotsar. Goes up and just a wall of defenders. Timon takes it away. Tarzuski standing tall, not giving away anything. Coach Flippin. And the ball knocked out of Timon's hands. Kentamori hands it off to Kai King. 3-point look. Timon not able to rebound it. There's Kotsar. Inglis takes it deep. More like it. And another turnover, another opportunity for the Corsairs. Another open look that has to drop in that situation for this team. Oba has missed a couple of shots coming into the game. Got to keep putting them up. 65-47, 18-point lead. Ooh, wide open, and he passes it up, and it leads to now a break. Nope. Kai King holds it up. Yokohama, lucky they didn't give away a bucket there. Inglis. Shot clock down to 4. Inglis off 1 foot. And they just cannot get anything going on offense in this third quarter. Korzuski, 8 points. Played at Arizona, then played for Olympia Milan for 5 seasons. Then with GUNMA Crane Thunder since 2022. 3-point shot, nope. And Inglis, offensive foul. I guess hooking. Yeah. Although, maybe a little bit of acting, but second foul. You're not allowed to hook your opponent. And Sugiura, it was Suji, did a good job of selling it. Oh. And the ball went out of bounds. Little help from the referee. Little help from the referee on the bench in the blue shirt. Watch this. The ball goes out. Oh, well out of bounds. He was not going to call it until the coaches got off the bench. Not sure what he was looking at. 18-point deficit. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Yokohama looking for a little bit of magic here at the end, and it still is not dropping. And traveling. So that gives it back. Milling pacing in front of his bench, in front of the fans. Points. Acutely aware of Kyle Milling that this Ravenna's 2 points, that this Yokohama team can definitely make a run and make this a game. So he's not going to be smiling until the game is over if his team has won. But it's been an awful third quarter. It's 5 seconds, so they've got one more foul they can commit. Do not be surprised if they do commit a foul and not let them get a shot off. Clark steps back. Well, they let him shoot it. That's a mistake. They had plenty of time to commit the foul. They didn't. And Clark punishes them to make it a 15-point deficit. So nice step back. Kind of jabs and steps back, releases, bam. Yokohama will be hoping that's a sign of things to come in this fourth quarter, but they're down 15 points, 65-50. And still have not come up with any answers to stop Trey Jones. So Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, well, outscored in the end 19-13. It feels like it was a lot worse, but that late three helps. And we'll see if they can build a little bit of momentum. A lot can happen in a game of basketball. The big question for me is how long will Tre Jones stay on the bench, because he has been uncontrollable from Yokohama's standpoint. You wouldn't think he'd be on the bench long. And Mori looking for a foul call, doesn't get it. Three seconds on the shot clock. They got to get it up quick. Oh boy, that was a quick five. And I see Tovi, a little bit of frustration. Oh, he's counting. No. Good defense. GUNMA not allowing him to inbound it. Timon misses. And Inglis with the rebound. Kenta Mori. And there's the drive. Inglis puts it up and in. You know what's interesting is, haven't mentioned him all day, but Yuki Kawamura, I guess we're so far into the season, but obviously this was his team the last couple of years, now in the NBA. And I think overall as a unit, learning to play without Yuki, it's not easy. So they can get it to 11 or maybe 10 if it drops. It does! And just like that, Oba strokes the three. His first bucket of the game. And my only thinking right now as you look at this, where's Tre Jones? Well, he's going to be coming back into the game. He's been helping on both ends of the court. When you look at Tre Jones, so he's on the bench, but you look at what he's been doing. 22 points, 7 of 10 from the floor, 4 of 5 from three-point range, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He has a block, he has a steal. I mean, he's been doing it all. So he has got to be out there. I know you want to give him a break. It is the second day in a row, so you don't, it is a challenge sometimes to manage minutes on back-to-back days, but he's definitely coming back into the game right now because they are just a different team when he is on the court. See, 22 points. He's like, that's okay, we got it. We got it. Inglis, meanwhile, 13 points. 8 points, Hosokawa. Zeus. Well, that doesn't make... There's no way that Kai King will be guarding Zeus at the other end of the court, but he will here in the full court press. I'm not sure what this delay is. Kyle Milling, is it a player substitution possibly? Kiefer Avena. Needs to come in for Kenta Mori. Kiefer has not had a good game today, shooting just 1 of 6. He does have 6 assists and 3 steals, so he is helping the team. So we go to 3 points. Oba, who just hit the 3, is going to come out. Interesting, he would just hit his three and then come out, but they opt maybe for defense. Sitting in a 2-3 zone. Trey Jones, 3-point shot. Oh boy. Quality stuff from Fuji. 15 points. He has been knocking down some three-pointers today. Wow. 4 of 5 from three-point range, Fuji. And now Trey Jones picks up his third foul. Look at this. He's just confident. Ingles picks it up. Trey Jones on him. Oh. Zeus hurting. Another teammate's fallen, and Ingles is limping to the other end of the court. So Ingles is going to sit down for a little while. And, you know, maybe it's a knock, but also he's been playing hard. And don't forget, this is the second straight day, so probably the leg's a little tired. Well, Fuji was with Kawasaki earlier in his career. This is his first season, or second season rather, with first season with GUNMA Crane Thunders. He's having himself a game, as is this man today. He misses that one. Great effort by Clark, but couldn't get the basketball. Hosokawa was able to get it. And it's these second opportunities that really hurt you. Look at that. 18 points. Phenomenal game. He did have 33 in a recent game against Osaka when he was 8 of 12 from three-point range. And then the following day, or the following, week, he had 3 points when he was 1 of 9 and just 1 of 7 from deep. So sometimes you're making them, sometimes you're not. And today, Fuji is making his threes. Tarzuski. And this time he does not make Fuji in the lane. Lead is 16, 6:45 remaining. Clark. And offensive rebound and putback by Kai King. Hosokawa from the right. My goodness, they're shooting some threes today. 11 for Hosokawa. They are stroking it big time. 12 of 19. Ravena, he gets it right back. And that keeps him in the game. It's a 14-point difference. They're now 10 of 27. It's almost like the exact opposite from yesterday in terms of three-point shooting efficiency. Yokohama not making, or needing more attempts to make them. Oh boy, Fuji's going to sit down. And another miss, and Code flipping, looking for the foul. He's not going to get it. Oh, traveling. Oh, Mike Kotza. They're just not getting any calls, are they? Wow. Look at this. I'm not sure. Three-point shot. Tsuji. I don't know if you saw Coach Hayato Aoki. He's the former Yokohama coach. He's the assistant coach for this GUNMA Crane Thunders team. So, you know, no 2 years are alike, but I'm sure still a lot of insight he's able to bring to the table from his time at Yokohama preparing for this game. So the lead goes back to 17. Coach Flippin, short. If they're going to make an incredible comeback, it really has to start now. Savannah picks it up. Look at the defense. Giving nothing away. Right in front of Kyle Milling, Trey Jones. And just not going to give up defensively. And to come away with no shot. This was Fuji, one of his many three-pointers on the day. He's 5 of 6 from deep. Again, Hosokawa has been hot. But you look at Fuji, and again, he's had some big games. He had the 8 three-pointers in the recent win over Osaka. He was just 1 of 7 yesterday, so he has definitely flipped the script today. He had a 5 of 6 game and a win over Alvar Tokyo back on December 29th. He was 7-11 in an away win at Shimane. 5 of 10 and a home win over Saga Ballooners. 4 of 8 in a game against Kawasaki, his former team. So he's had some big shooting games. And three-point shooting percentage for him, 36.2% from three-point range. That's just fine. I mean, if you're hitting really, in my opinion, 33% or above from three-point range, then that's good. More than 5,100 fans here today. It's incredible, really. Great atmosphere. To be honest, it feels like there's more fans. They're making so much noise. This has been a loud arena. Open House Arena Ota. You see Johannes Thiemann there, and here he is. He's got the ball. And his old team, Alba Berlin, they have really struggled this year, not just in the EuroLeague, but also in the German league, in the BBL. Oh boy, another one drops. And Tsuji with the bucket, and there's almost a look of resignation on the bench of Yokohama today, saying, we're just not going to get it done today. They've been much better, especially in the second half. There's the fouls. Kotsar will go to the free throw line. But make no mistake about it, it was Trey Jones. Maybe a little fortunate to get that foul call. Make no mistake about it, Trey Jones is the MVP in this game. He set the tone. He made the big shots, the big plays when they had to be made. Nana comes in. Sato, the young man, comes into the game as well. Number 88. definitely give some MVP votes as well to Fuji with 18 points, 5 of 6 from deep. Jones 4 of 5, plus 28 when Jones is on the floor. And Kotsar makes that. Well, never say never, but I'd say it's highly unlikely there's going to be a comeback, especially with some of the subs coming into the game. Code flipping. Doing code flipping things. It's a 20-point lead. Sato. Show us what you got, Sato. Kai King. Nice pump fake. Well, Kai King's offense has really come on this season. He's got 10 for the second day in a row. Johannes Tiemann saying, hey, I was fouled in the act of shooting.
Team second. Kengo Nomoto. And number 14, Teru Sugawara.
So Teru Sugawara coming into the game, number 14, and also Nomoto's in the game. Kingo Nomoto. Where's number 11? There's Kai King. He's got 12 points. Teru, what you got? Code Flow on the go. Teru Sugawara, clearly a fan favorite. Sato, maybe he'll drain a three. Steps back. Timon saves it in bounds. These are the moments where you want some of the guys that have come off the bench to get some shots up. Oh, banging his way in, getting blocked again by Sugiura. So Nomoto trying to get his name on the score sheet. Going, oh, just a terrific block by Sugiura. Also in the game. Kenny Asano. He's got some skills. All these guys playing tough defense today for Gunma Crane Thunder. And he did not get off in time. That is a victory. That possession there will probably make Coach Kyle Milling as happy as any defense today. All of his players locking in on defense, even the guys coming off the bench. Santo chasing the basketball, trying to force a turnover, does not. Goes the other way. Kenny Asano, just 22 years of age. some last year. Here is the move and the bucket. Nana gets his first points of the game, and it looks like it's going to settle for a 14-point win for GUNMA Crane Thunders, which might flatter Yokohama just a little bit. So these two teams split their weekend series as GUNMA Crane Thunders win at 81-67 over Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. That third quarter, well, really, I mean, you go back to it started to go wrong for Yokohama at the end of the second quarter when they opened up a 9-point halftime lead, GUNMA Crane Thunders, and then in that third quarter they were up 19. They were outscoring them 19-10 until the last second three-pointer from Gary Clark. So they were just dominating at that point, and there was just really no way back for Yokohama. If GUNMA Crane Thunders play defense like this, forget the shooting. If they play defense like this, they're going to be in games. But if they shoot like this, they've got real possibilities. So the next two opponents, Koshigaya Alphas will be hosting GUNMA Crane Thunders. That'll be on Wednesday. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. They will be at home against Kawasaki. The Brave Thunders. So more Thunders opponents for Yokohama, but this time they'll be at home.
All right, Coach, get us started.
Here's Coach Kyle Milling.
Hey, 皆さん、1、2、3、群馬、一が。
それではカイル・ミリングヘッドコーチにお話伺いたいと思います。今日はリベンジ1本取り返すことができました。本日の試合振り返ってもらいましょう。You were able to get a little revenge today. Reflect on today's game for us.
Yes. All the players were really motivated today to come out and get a win at home after losing yesterday. So I think they did a good job with their concentration. We got a good start today, and it gave us confidence the rest of the game.
今日は選手たち皆さん本当にモチベーションが高くて、ホームで絶対1本取りたいと、本当にやる気がみなぎってましたと、そして本当今日勝てて本当に良かったです。昨日の試合を受けてどういったところを修正したんでしょうか。Yesterday proved to be a bit of a hard lesson. What you tell the guys going into today's game?
To play better. No, we needed to be more physical and created more of an advantage earlier in offense. And defensively, we needed to defend like we can, and tonight we did that.
一言、もっといいプレーをしろと。いやでも真面目な話、オフェンス、ディフェンスともにフィジカルを高めて、最後まで押し通そうと、チームと話しましたと。今日も本当に素晴らしい雰囲気の中のオープンハウスアリーナでしたが、メッセージいただきましょう。Another amazing atmosphere here at home. Let's get a shout out to the fans first.
Natatashi no chikara de katsukoto ga dekimashita. Kyo, we got new member. Shori, give us a message. Shori-san.
一言もらいましょうか、勝利選手。
はじめまして、 この度、群馬クレインサンダーズの練習生として加入することになりました八王子学園戸帰勝利です。自分もこの舞台でプレーできるように頑張るので応援よろしくお願いします。
無茶ぶりよく答えてくれました戸帰選手に今一度大きな拍手を。それでは本日のヒーローを呼んでみたいと思います。本日のヒーローは22得点スリーポイント4本トレイ・ジョーンズ。
Of course, Kyle Milling, the former Yokohama B-CORSAIRS coach as well, so this weekend had a special significance for him.
お話しする機会がありまして、俺たちは今日準備できているぜと一言言ったんですね。Trey, you told me before the game, we're ready today. What was different? What was the mindset going in today?
You know, as a team, we weren't really happy with the outcome yesterday, obviously. So we came in locked in, and we were ready to go. You know, from the second some of the guys stepped in the locker room today, we were like, we can tip it off right now. So, you know, everybody was locked in, and the game showed that.
昨日の結果には全然納得いってなくて悔しくて、今日は本当にこの会場に入った途端からみんなやる気があって絶対集中して勝とうと、チームと話し合いました。本日第3クォーター特にディフェンスをヒートアップさせてですね、突き放しました。ハーフタイムどんな話をしたんでしょうか。You guys really turned it up in the third quarter. Defensive intensity was real hot. What was something you talked about going into at halftime?
Well, we had the lead at halftime yesterday, and they went on a 14-0 run in the third quarter. So we weren't really content with the lead we had at halftime. So we knew we needed to come out strong, and that's what we did.
昨日はハーフタイムでリードしてたんですけれども、昨日は逆転されたんで、全然リードしてても満足していなかったので、ハーフタイム明けても思いっきり全力でいこうと話し合いました。Look at our great friends, Trey. Let's get a message out to them.
You know, I, as always, appreciate your support. You know, from the front court all the way up top. You know, we hear you. You give us energy, and we needed it today. So thank you. Appreciate it.
皆さんの応援に本当感謝しています。下から上まで皆さんの声が届いてパワーになっていますと、これからもよろしくお願いしますと。本日のヒーロー、トレイ・ジョ
So
ーンズ
before
選
seeing
手
Trey Jones, Coach Kyle Milling wanted to introduce Shori Togaeri, who introduced himself as a Hachiohi Gakuen high school student. He said that he was going to do his best, so please support him. So that was kind of an unexpected moment, I think, for everybody, probably even Kyle Milling. I'm not sure that he set out to do that beforehand, but Togaeri, part of the Gunma Crane Thunder's family, and getting a chance to come out and not just be here at the game today, but to grab the mic. So didn't know too much what to say. There he is, getting a pat on the back from Johannes Tiemann, one of the great guys in basketball. There he is. Look at that. Boy, what a moment for him. He's in high school. And he's waving to the crowd. And they're waving to him as well. And I would not be surprised if he ended up in social media and perhaps a story is going to be written about him. Maybe a future star in this game. Well, the prevailing theme in this game was that man Fuji, who can go off for big games, and he did. This guy here, who just took it to a new level, he's got the experience to be able to put a disappointing defeat behind him. Yokohama, who got the win yesterday by just 2 points with a late Fuji miss. You know, they played some good basketball in the first half, especially today, but they also missed some opportunities. And really, Gunma Crane Thunders early on weren't playing outstanding basketball. They were kind of grinding. but they steadily got better. And, you know, you talk about defense, size, physicality. This team has it. I think they tick all the boxes really to make them title contenders. They got outstanding, you know, they've got a big front court presence in Tarzuski, and you have Timon coming off the bench. There's Kiefer Ravana with a nice drive. They've got Trey Jones, the real scorer, as well as Fuji in the backcourt. Maybe the only issue overall would be depth, but I think all teams kind of don't know specifically. I mean, you got Coach Flippin coming off the bench as well, so he's a real energizer. And I think you know, there are some positives to draw from for Lassie Tuovi to take from the weekend, not just the win on Saturday, but Kai King continues to get better. I think once Trey Jones, I think he put it best, you know, they led yesterday and then didn't come out ready to play in the second half, and that's what allowed Yokohama to come back and have a chance to win the game. They wanted to make sure they didn't let that happen again today. Coach Flippin, though, was just, Fuji, Yuma Fuji was terrific, finishing 5 of 7 from three-point range. Then you had Sudo knocking down that three. They just look like a little bit of good fortune there from Sudo, but GUNMA Crane Thunder just looked like the Thunders looked like they weren't getting. I mean, this right here is just spectacular. Turnaround jump shot from three-point range. How many people can do that? Not many. And then the pass up the floor for the layup to Parker. Inglis had a probably, he would tell you, a much better game today, 13 points. I mean, he scored 6 more points. He only had 4 rebounds, though, so his, in terms of rebounding, they only out-rebounded Yokohama by 1. Fuji again, another of his threes. Trey Jones missing. But this is where, you know, in basketball, you need to get that rebound, because if you don't, this is liable to happen. The team gets another chance, and a player like Fuji will make it. Sagawa also did a great job today shooting it from deep. Sagawa finished 3 of 5 from three-point range. And Suji also making the 3. He was 1 of 5. But it was at the other end of the court where I think probably Kyle Milling was happiest. By the way, Shori, who we heard from, is a trainee, not a player. So he wasn't able to play in the game. That's why he's not on the score sheet. But anyway, he's a part of the program, trainee. Still in high school, probably has an exam tomorrow. So if you look at the numbers, 3 more threes been made by GUNMA Crane Thunders, 4 more shots inside the arc, just better overall success rate on offense, and their defense causing a few more problems. And Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, they did get 33 points from the bench to 18 for GUNMA Crane Thunders, who had 10 second chance points. Just 4 second chance points for Yokohama. The Trey Jones Show, 22 points, 6 assists. Also, Johannes Thiemann, the Germany's World Cup winner and Olympian, coming out, had 8 rebounds to go with his 5 points. So he didn't put up as many shots today, didn't need to. Gary Clark, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists for Kiefer Ravena. Ravena also had 3 steals, as did Kotsar. I think one of the challenges for Yokohama is to get maybe a little bit more offense out of Kotsar. He only took 3 shots. So, coming up in midweek on Wednesday, you can see the next games. And these 2 teams will be in action. Gunma at Koshigaya, and Yokohama at home to Kawasaki. So Kyle Milling going up against his former team that he used to coach, Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, and as well as his assistant, who was his assistant at Yokohama, Hayato Aoki, up until last season. Now moved over to join Milling again to be reunited with him, this time with GUNMA Crane Thunders. Their team wins it 81-67. And the DJ is still getting it done. The dancers still out enjoying it. It's always an event in the B-League. Thanks for watching, everybody. One final time, 81-67. GUNMA Crane Thunders win it over Yokohama B-CORSAIRS.